So now we will start with this one. This is a Bia. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Moomin palette. And it's an all shimmer palette, and like these are your sheer top 3 shades, and I actually bought this palette because of Moomin. So this is more of a collector's piece for me rather than something I would actually use a lot. Then we have this Gourmand Girls Nightshade palette. This is the older packaging, but the quality is good nonetheless. And this is how it looks like. Then here's my other Gourmand Girls palette. It's Spooked, and I love how the color changes like this. And the inside looks like this. And this is from the Pastel Roses. This is like stained. These are actually just single shadows, and they look like this. Then is this little Serpentine palette. This is the newer formula, and although I like the color story, this palette is not so good. It's pretty, but there are definitely better palettes out there. Then we have this Pastel Roses Pumpkin Spice palette, and this is how it looks like. I love this. It's just so pretty. And the Pastel Roses Floral Temptation. Both this one and the Pumpkin Spice are discontinued, so I will hold on to these two tightly. Then the Glamlight and Garfield palette, and looks like this. Continuing with Glamlight, we have this Lord of the Rings Middle Earth palette, and it looks like this. I bought this for the team, but I really do like this, both the color story and quality. Then we have Titanium Fox's Dying Day palette, and it looks like this. I have not used this much. I have not been using this much because I have 3 other Titanium Fox's palettes I've been using more, but because the season is coming, I will definitely be using this more. I'll just take these piles out of the picture. Another Titanium Fox's palette here is Hidden Peace, and look how pretty it is. This is more of a summer palette, so this has gotten more use lately than the Dying Day. Then we have Chase Joy. I don't know if this is gonna be around much longer because this is the oldest palette they still have on their website, so I grabbed this because I could. Because look at how pretty it is. This is Crying by the Horses, and this is their newest palette, and this is actually the first palette I bought from them. And Well, I thought this color story would be like safe for me because this is quite muted colors and greens and purples, and this is actually my favorite one out of the 4 palettes I have from the brand. Then we have this lonely little Simply Boss palette, Down to Earth, and look how pretty it is. What can I say? I love this. Then we have Beauty Moon Cosmetics. This is the unveiled palette. This is really new, launched this summer. I have only used this a few times, but I have loved every look I have made with this. Look how these two hair shift. And also this one. Then for another Beauty Moon palette, I have 6 Feet Under. And it looks like this. And if I remember correctly, this one is not the first version of this palette, and the color story has changed a bit, but I like this one a lot. Then we have the Beauty Moon Cosmetics palette with Ice Cream Beauty Box, the Trick palette, and I love this. Oh, and I'm sorry my kids got into this one. It's the Treat palette and it looks horrible right now because these shades are quite thick through, but you get the idea of the color story, and I love this palette. It's beautiful, even when it's looking like that. Well, then we move on to Jolly Beauty. This is my favorite palette from the brand, Till Dead, and it looks like this. I love this one. I think this might be my favorite palette out of my collection, still. It keeps its place. Then it's a reality. You see those stains here. Oh, my kids got into my Jolly Beauty palettes also. But this one is now discontinued. And I actually digged out these two shades that because they were like mostly banned by my kids, and you can see like, okay, this looks horrible, but this is a beautiful palette, so don't mind it being in this bad condition. Then we have the Sirens. This was the first palette I bought from the brand, and well, I did not realize it has like 4 pressed glitters, but it's beautiful and I like this palette. Look at that shade. And also this. Oh. Then we have Gone Evil, and this also is discontinued, but look at this. It's quite matte heavy, but I like the shades we have here. Then Spellbound, and my kids also did quite a lot of damage to this one. And this one has the crystals. This is my favorite shade. Like if I had to choose one single shade out of my collection to be my favorite, this would be it. Oh, I just love this. So then we have this. This is my newest palette. This is, well, This was an older palette, but this is a new magnetic version that launched this summer. Pastel Garden from Bella Beauty Bar. I have only done like 2 or 3, maybe 2 looks with this, so I really need to play with this one more. But I've been craving this one for years, and now that they finally did a magnetic version of it, I really had to buy it. Then another one from Bella Beauty Bar, Poison Garden, and oh, this one is just so pretty. And I'll try to, if you can see the shifts here. Yes. Then Nomad Cosmetics, Fairy Tale Europe. I don't know if this one has the prettiest packaging that comes to my collection. Just this is just so pretty and looks like this. I've actually used this quite a lot as a companion palette for some shimmers, because you have this row of basic mattes and I really like the quality of these mattes. And also this palette has pretty shimmers. Let's see if we can see the shift. Yes. And another one from Nomad Cosmetics is Fuji 5 Lakes. Sorry if I butchered the names. And this one is like really good. And because it has these primary colors, you can mix purple and green also with the shades of this palette, so it is more versatile than it looks. Then my only palette from Glaminatrix. It's in collaboration with Monolith Shop. It can focus, sorry. And it looks like this. I like the color story, but I think when it comes to the quality, how do I put it? I feel like whenever I use this palette I get so classy look. I think if I'm gonna buy something from Glaminatrix again, it would be more neutral or like spicy neutral palette. It's just so. Let's watch this shade. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm trashy, but you know, something like that. Then my only palette from Moira, Celestial Cheek, and it's like this. I like this, but I think their single shimmer shades have much better quality than the ones in the palette. But this is pretty and it did work well. This will be my go-to when I really need some black and white and grays. Then let's see, this is my one and only Uden's eye palette, Spring Dragon, in collaboration with Judy. And this is a cute little pastel palette. I think this is a really nice small pastel palette. And has those basic shades. I like my Bella Beauty Bar Pastel Garden more because of the variety, but this is like for a smaller palette, I think this is really good pastel one. Then we have Fantasy Cosmetica Fighter palette. Looks like this. Let's see if we can make it show the shifts here. Then we have Rogue. I can't remember which ones of these, like was this one maybe being discontinued. I can't remember which ones of these. Ranger. This is the newest of these palettes I have, and this was also the first Fantasy Cosmetica palette I actually bought. And it looks like this. Let's see if we can show any of the shift. Then we have Druid, and it looks like this and this. Look at this. The palette looks like this, and I'll just put it over here so I can, if I can fit any more swatches. Sorry, my knuckles were there, so it swatched badly over that point. But look, oh, just look how this shine. This one swatched badly. I'll just wait a bit. I'll just swatch it here instead. So now you can see it too. Okay, it does not show as blinding as it usually does, but oh my. Then I have this Fantasy Cosmetica with makeup just for fun, Enchanted Autumn palette, and look how pretty it is. And it looks like this. And if I get it right, this is not as popular as the other Fantasy Cosmetica palette, and like mainly because it has more like these regular shimmer shades and nothing special, but I really like this palette too. Then we have Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics. This is their first palette, Indigo Dreams, and this is really pretty palette. And if I like, it is obvious, this shade is my favorite from the palette. Just look at it. It's somewhat similar than the Crystals palette from Spellbound palette, but the Crystals is more creamy formula. And actually when I used this shade over a black base, it turned green and oh, it was so pretty. But the palette I love more from Poppy and Fluff Cosmetics is The Lonely Scarecrow. And I'm sorry, this is gonna look horrible because my kids got into this one. So these two shades are quite digged through, and this also has a bit of the green shimmer on top of it. But I think this color story is like really versatile for my needs, and like really hits all the right spots for me when it comes to like the perfect autumn time palette. This is really pretty. I need to see if I can get this shade cleaned up more. It is quite soft, and you see it has all that green on it. It's supposed to be yellow. But what can I say? My kids did horrible mess. Oh, then my age-old palette from Little Cosmetics. This is the Nice Flower palette and looks like this. And my favorite shade from this palette is this. I can't remember the name because they are not written in here, but look at it. And just swatch it here. Oh, and they are magnetic, so if I ever gonna declutter that palette, I will keep this shade. Then we have this Maxmo Magic Forest palette. I have not used this yet. I was not sure if this was like cruelty free or vegan or any stuff like that. But this is beautiful. And I will use this at some point, but I not that my opinion matters really, but like I don't want to deliberately use any more brands if they are not like proudly cruelty free and at least mostly vegan. Because when it comes to beauty, it's not necessary to buy something that is not up to my ethics. So here we have this. Then my only palette from Cosmic Beauty, and don't get me wrong if I say I don't really much like this, because I wanted to play it safe and got this neutral one, and the quality is good, but next time I'm going to purchase something from this brand, I need something more colorful, because this is good, like really good quality, but I don't wear this kind of neutral that much. So here we have that, and let's see if I have any space to swatch. Have this Ignite and Embers. Looks like this, and let's see. Oh, look at it. And just look at my hands, they are so pretty. And the last one here is Attitude Cosmetics Abscission palette, and this is discontinued, but if I remember right, this might come back someday or might not, but like we will see about that. But it looks like this, and this is a perfect fall palette, and let's see if we can show the shift, any shift here. Oh, so this is one damn crispy shade like this, but look as I swatch it, maybe use there, like you can see how textured it is, so I'm just gonna rub it smooth. And let's see if we can see the beauty of this shade. Okay, let's watch here so it may show up better. Oh fuck. No. So here's my whole palette collection. Oh, okay. I usually keep all these kind of cards I get from like small indie brands when you order something, and you know it's just a card, but I love when you get this kind of small thank you for supporting small businesses.